DSPN, the Devlin Sports Podcast Network.
The old mate Greg Clark joins us. Clarkie, you would have heard right throughout Super Rugby, is calling all the Fijian Rua games out of Fiji. He's been around the traps a hell of a long time. He's a good old mate. And he's about to embark on a brand new project. Get this, IPL, not cricket, Sevens rugby in India. You're off on Friday, mate. Talk us through it.
Okay, well, it is RPL, Rugby Premier League, and now that the cricket is over, the IPL, the whole of India is now trying to concentrate on getting this new project up and running. It's a long time in the making, but we're counting down the days now to it. 6 franchises. We've got the Hyderabad Heroes, coached by DJ Forbes from New Zealand. Yep. Chennai Bulls, coached by Ben Gollings from England. Bengaluru Bravehearts, coached by Francisco Hernandez from Spain. 3 New Zealanders in that squad, Roque Lasoa, Tony Nshu, and also Scott Curry. The Delhi Reds, coached by Tomasi Thama from New Zealand. The Kalinga Black Tigers, coached by Mike Friday from England. And the Mumbai Dreamers, coached by Tim Walsh from Australia. So a whole new concept. It's over 15 days. We're so used to seeing sevens over 2 or 3 days. This is prime time television on GeoStar, that massive network throughout Asia. And everyone's in a little bit of a wait-and-see mood at the moment. But, Martin, if this takes off, where's it going to go? Could go anywhere.
Well, look, the reason I started by saying IPL is because obviously I'm just assuming and presuming that these teams are part of the same people, the same organisations, the same companies, the same franchises that have branded those cricket sides.
There is a little bit of crossover, but they're individually owned franchises. But the whole idea is to try and get it up to about 10 or maybe 12 teams, and yes, get those IPL franchises more involved. But it's based on that concept. And this year, all of the games are going to be in Mumbai. But if it takes off next year and moving forward, it'll be like the IPL and will be played at various cities around India. So I'm terribly excited about it. I mean, this has got the backing of Rugby India, World Rugby, and also GeoStar. So you know what happens in India if they set their mind to it, anything can happen. And what they really want also is an Indian team to be good enough to play in the Olympic Games, or maybe make it onto the World Series. There's a lot of rugby played in India. Just think of the population. So many of them are educated in the UK. They come back with a rugby knowledge, and they really want it to happen. So the target is to be in the Olympic Games by 2036. So the Olympics after Brisbane in 32. So if they set their mind to it, who knows? It might happen.
Look, obviously, the question was, how much rugby is there? We don't. I didn't even know that India didn't have a team. I just assumed that they probably did have a team in the World Sevens circuit, but they don't. So, again, it doesn't have to be hugely popular in India, does it, to actually make it because of the sheer population base. And as soon as you actually attach a name to these teams and a province or a provincial side kind of thing to it, well, then obviously there's enough people there that are going to have an eyeball on it and actually wonder first and foremost what it's about. You've called rugby all over the world, Greg. Have you ever called it in India?
No, in fact, Commonwealth Games in 2010, we did the Sevens, so we're going back a long way to 2010. But, so if you look at the sheer playing numbers, they are quite large because of the population. Look, I really don't know what the standard is like. They play in the Asia competition. They'd play 15s against Sri Lanka and I assume Hong Kong and
Singapore,
Korea, etc. Singapore, yeah. So what would that be? Tier 3, if you like. But the big thing about this one is that the president of Rugby India is a Bollywood superstar called Rahul Bose, who played for India, and he's very passionate about the whole thing. So he got the whole movement happening, and he's got a lot of backing. But talking to some of the players so far, they're really excited because on the World Series over the years, they all stay at the same hotel. They get to know each other. They are mates off the field, but bitter rivals on the field, obviously. Now all of a sudden, they get to play with some of the guys that they've been competing against over the years, and they get to be coached by different coaches as well. So, this is quite exciting for the players, and I guess for the coaches as well. For example, DJ Forbes what I say, he's coaching Hyderabad Heroes. He didn't buy any New Zealander, and originally there was 5 New Zealanders that went into the auction, but because they pushed it back 2 weeks after that conflict on the border between Pakistan and India, and the IPL was postponed for a week or so, some of the players are no longer available. So I counted up at least 3 New Zealanders there at the moment. But so for DJ Forbes, he doesn't have another Kiwi in his team, so he's no doubt quite excited about that as well. So opportunities all over the place. And the World Series at the moment, only 7 events going forward, and only 8 men's teams and 8 women's teams. So World Rugby is hoping that this might just extend the Sevens season and give these players an opportunity to make a few extra US dollars. I'm not quite sure what sort of money they're on at the moment, but if it takes off, it could be very, very lucrative for some of these players.
Look, who knows? We've got cricket being played in the United States. We've got rugby being played in the United States, obviously, at the moment. Rugby League are trying to get a foothold there. I mean, this is just, I suppose, part of the same jigsaw, isn't it? And DJ Forbes, well, what a legend of a name that is as far as New Zealand Sevens goes. I mean, and everyone that ever went to Wellington Sevens knows that guy leading the New Zealand team. So, yeah, exciting adventure for you, mate. I mean, this age and stage, you're going to go off to India for a couple of weeks and get to call rugby. Well, this is the thing. I mean, who would have thought?
Yeah, the phone just keeps ringing. So, but to be in there at the start, I'm quite excited. And we will have Rupert Cox and myself will be the play-by-play callers for the majority of the tournament. And Monday to Thursday nights we're on air prime time, 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. on Geo Star, and it's on Rugby Pass TV if New Zealanders would like to cast an eye on it. It'll probably be late at night, but hopefully there'll be replays at a more time-friendly situation for you all. But we will have a co-commentator that's played captain India, in fact, for 6 years, played for India for 10 years. So it's our job, I guess, initially also to bring some of the local broadcasters through as well. There will be a local commentary as well in Hindi. So, it's going to be, a massive 2 weeks, 2 games, Monday to Thursday, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or 3 games, so 6 franchises involved there. Runs for 2 weeks. We get down to a final. We get down to a bronze medal playoff as well, and we're just waiting for it all to happen now. The stadium is quite a boutique little stadium. Only holds about 7,000. It's a home of the Mumbai Football Club. But this is not about getting crowds into the stadium. Obviously, it'd be great if there is a bit of atmosphere in the stadium, but this is all about getting eyeballs on TV, that massive audience. If they can just have a little bit of a look at it and then get hooked, well, it's up and running, and who knows where it's going to go.
Martin Devlin.